Out here finishing up this project here, rewinding this tape so we can play back and record it here. This is the second to last tape. I'm having trouble getting this one to rewind. It keeps on spinning out, so I might have to tighten it up a little bit on the inside just to see what's going on. The tape looks fine itself, but for some reason it will not rewind. It just kept spinning out. I think these two tapes are empty. But I didn't have it on a way to rewind. I was actually playing, and then whenever it rewind, whenever I press the button. So I'm going to try these two one more time. But I know we got something on this because there was like a tag with like some writing on it. So luckily this one's rewinding. We'll play this one. It looks like it's a pretty long tape. So I'm going to go in, put my kids to bed, come back out here. I've been working on our family budget for the next 2 weeks. It looks like we're going to be able to pay off one debt probably today or tomorrow. It looks like we're going to be able to pay off a $539 debt that we have. It's been one that we've had for a while, and we are looking like we're going to be able to pay that off. We also have 400. Hold on, let me find. I don't want to tell y'all wrong. I'm going to tell y'all wrong. Hold on. Right now, we have, from Side Hustles, we have $524.03 and $24 from eBay, which brings us to a total of $548, which, and 3 cents. Don't forget my 3 cents. $543.03, which is, we got so many pages to flip between here. I should put all this on the same page and be a little more organized, but it's all over the place right now. Which is enough, $549, to pay off another debt. The only problem is we still have like $85 worth of unconfirmed tips on Spark. So once all that comes in, we're going to be able to pay off 2 debts, which would be 3 this month that we've paid off, which I'm super excited about. I know y'all were getting bored with me showing all how much I was sparking and stuff, and we were just kind of talking in the car. It felt like I was getting tired of that. So I brought you to the studio just to tell you what's going on, just to let you know where we're at with all that. But we're looking like we're going to be able to pay off 2 debts, and then we'll have one more this month that we're going to try to pay off, which is $683, and that one will clear up where we're saving $396.53 a month off bills that we no longer have to pay because we paid them off. That's crazy. The fact that we're wasting that much money, that we gave other people that much money. I don't even want to add up how much we actually paid for these loans that we took out and got pretty much just messed over on. And credit cards. We got 2 credit cards that we're working on. Yeah, it's a mess, guys. Do not use a credit card. Do not take out loans unless you absolutely have to. Even then, try to find a way around it. I don't know. Try to pay in cash. Like, figure out a way. If you're 14 and you're watching this video, start saving up money so you can buy a car for like $5,000. Get a job. Start doing chores around your house to get your parents to give you money. Do something where you don't got to go into debt to buy a car when you turn 16. You got 2 years, right, Mr. 14-year-old? You got 2 years. Get to work. Save some money. Start a business. Like, there's so many entrepreneurs out there. I know you guys are going to be going crazy. Like, no matter where you're at, figure out what you got to do next. So, for my family, I know we need to pay off debt, but I also know we need a new car for my wife. My wife's car is messed up. So, we are working to pay off debt. And we just freed up $400 a month for saving for a car. So we can put all this money, $400 a month, just off of our normal bills directly into an account. Not counting all the side hustles, all the extra money we come up with, all the money that we don't have to spend on bills now because we saved this money, right? So get out there, get to work, save some money, put it towards your debt, do different things, man. There's so many side hustles that you can do that it's unbelievable. I mean, I've probably made a couple $100 just off eBay stuff. If you can get your mom to take you to Goodwill once a week, and you post that stuff on eBay and just be able to ship it and then drop it off on the same, like, you got to be able to ship it and stuff. So make sure you work out where you can get to the post office and everything. But man, side hustle, even if you got to take the bus, man, like I was listening to Gary Vee talk about how he has a video where he just like randomly picks up the coffee table while he's like in the middle of a thing. He's like, be the guy who picks up a table, from free on Marketplace, takes it home, fixes it up, makes it look nice, takes some really good pictures, posts it, but you're like walking up on the bus just carrying this table like, I'm about to make some money today. You know, be that guy. Don't care what people think, because honestly, people are going to think whatever they want to think, but what's going to matter is whenever you're out of debt and they're sitting there with like so much debt and they're like, why, how is this guy doing this? It's because you put in the work. It's because you did things that thought outside the box that nobody else is thinking of. So definitely get out there, do some work, guys. Try not to go into debt. I know that's like a big statement. I didn't do it, but like try to figure out a way to do it where you don't have to go into very much debt. If you have to go into debt at all, figure out a way where you can pay off half of it at least. Like be like, okay, I want a $10,000 car, so I got to come up with $5,000 instead of taking out a loan for $10,000. You know what I'm saying? Like try to figure out those ways to be able to do that where you don't have to go into like killer amounts of debt, because this $60,000 worth of debt is, it's not fun. I'm telling you right now. But we've been grinding, taking this stuff off one chunk at a time. You know, nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to sit here and be like, oh man, I really feel like I should just send Joe Schmo $500 in the mail this week. I've heard stories of people saying that's happened to them. It ain't happened to me. All right? It ain't happening to your boy. So I do not rely on anybody. Rely on yourself. You can make it happen. You can change the way your future looks. I grew up poor. I'm not going to let my kids grow up poor, right? We're going to grow up doing side hustles. We're going to grow up doing businesses. We have fun doing our businesses. We're about to start a candle business, and my daughter is so excited because entrepreneurship is fun, okay? Like, teach your kids that it's fun to make money. It's fun to go out, and today we went out and sparked all day. My daughter was upset because we wanted to do some, like the last one we did, she wanted to go shopping at Spark. You get the option to go shopping, or you can do a pickup and drop off. So Walmart people bring it out, put it in your car, and you just take it to their houses, and you get paid for that. So my daughter was upset because she didn't get to go inside because she wanted to learn how to use the app. Like, she's been learning how to use the app and helping Holly shop while we go in there. And she's like able to scan the stuff, and it's like the funnest thing for her. So we pay her for doing this. Like, she's working. She's making money, having fun, helping us get out of debt. So teach your kids that it's fun to make money. It's fun to not be in debt because you get to do more stuff. Like, that's our thing, is like, hey, if we pay off this debt here, we get to do this next year. We get to do this next week. If we make enough money, we're going to throw a huge birthday party for your brother. So we're sparking and making money to pay off his birthday party so it doesn't come out of our account. Like, it's so easy. Like, think about what your next bill is and try to figure out what you want to do for fun. So my wife's birthday is next month. My son's birthday is this month, right? So we're going to try to make $500 to pay for my son's birthday party. We're going to go to a water park. So we're going to try to make $500 by the 26th, which actually is the 24th, 23rd or 24th, next Sunday. We're trying to work all this week so we can make $480 is what we figured out it would cost us to go to a water park, buy him some cakes, buy him some gifts, buy everything that we want for his birthday. And we're like, why spend our own money with that? Let's go out and let's work these side hustles and then pay for it with side hustles, right? Put in the work so you don't have to get hit hard. Like $480 for some people, for us, is a lot, right? Like, if I had to budget for that without any extra money, that would be hard for this next month, right? But we know we want to do that, and it's something that we're wanting to do. We're now planning what we want to do for my wife's birthday so that whenever we pay this off, we can start saving for her birthday. Okay, we're going to write down everything we want, everything we need. Like, okay, cake costs blah, blah, blah. We're going to get this. We're going to go here. We're going to eat here. We're going to do that. We're going to go to this place, and we're going to do this thing, right? We write all those things out. We figure out how much they are. We'll Google, like, okay, an average meal at this place costs this. And we're like, okay, so this is what we think it's going to cost. Let's get an extra 100 just in case something crazy happens. And we can just do our own thing and pay for our fun with side hustles and not take out of our initial income, right? So we're not having to pay for this from all the hours that we work. Our regular job is going towards our bills, paying off debt, getting us out of debt, feeding our family, getting us to place by paying for our cars, things like that. and being able to get us out of debt as quick as possible. That's our goal with our incomes. And what's beautiful about this is $396 freed up. We're still going to be paying that we're still going to be paying that $396. We're just going to put that $396 on our debt that we owe. We owe a debt that's $2,600, right? We're going to be paying $496 plus, what is the monthly fees on this? $218. So we're going to be paying $600 a month on that. If we don't put any of our extra money into it, we pay that off in 5 months instead of 218 divided by 2,600, whatever that is. A lot more weeks, a lot more months. So a lot more months that we could do that. But what we're doing is we're snowballing this stuff. We're doing the Dave Ramsey method. So now that we have $396 freed up, we don't spend that money. We're living and we're making it pay. We're making it, through our checks, and all of our bills are covered. So we got to that point. Now, if we were struggling and we were able to pay this stuff off and we were still not making it because we didn't make enough money, that would be an issue, right? So we couldn't have done that. But now that we're making it each month by our paychecks. So what we're going to do is, instead of taking this money and saying, "Woo, we got $400 to blow," no, we're going to put that $400 onto a debt, and instead of paying $218, we're going to pay $618 a month, right? So now we're going to be hitting this debt so much with all of our stuff. And then while we're doing that, we're also working side hustles to be able to pay more on this. The way Dave Ramsey does it, it just makes sense, even though a lot of people disagree with which ones to attack first or whatever, and the way to do things like that. I personally just do this because you can pay these off and you feel good about it. Checking off that list and marking it off, saying I'm done paying off these little micro debts. Because of us not blowing a ton of money and doing crazy things this month and working our butts off on side hustles, we're going to be able to pay off $2,210 worth of debt this month because we busted our butts and we did everything we could to pay for debts and get things out of here and work tons of side hustles and spend our entire Saturday working rather than playing. I know that's not fun for most people, but we're able to turn it into fun. My kids loved it. My kids wanted to go sparking today. They literally love being able to do this because we get out of the car, we go shopping for other people. It's fun. They enjoy, it's crazy. My kids enjoy hard work, and I love that, right? So get out there and show them that working hard is fun. And they're going to want, my daughter is so, every day she's like, "Hey, when are we going to start my candle business? So we're going to start my candle business today." And I want to, but, honestly, we've been working so hard that it's been hard to get all that stuff. So we're trying to get things set up where we can do that this month. That's on my goals to do this month. My financial goals is to pay, and it'll cost us $500. So what we're going to do is we're hoping to pay off that debt, which is $683, right? And then I want to pay for Ronan's birthday party, which is $480. And then I want to save up $500 and buy at the end of the month for $500 her candle business, so we can get all that stuff started in September and really start pumping out some businesses and different things through that. So, set goals, set plans, go after these things. This weekend coming up is going to be hard. We got birthday parties. We got 2 birthday parties. We got Raina's friend's birthday party and Ronan's birthday party that we're going to be doing. So we're going to be very busy. Pretty much Sunday's gone. So we're going to be able to work a lot less than what we did this weekend. So we got to figure out how to make this extra money. So what we've decided to do is just every day we're going to take 3 hours and we're going to work. And no matter what we make, we're just going to put it towards our debt. So we're going to just work 3 hours a day, every day this week to fight towards paying off our debt. Okay. So figure out what you can do. Maybe you can only work 1 hour, but if you're putting 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks into a checking account a day to pay off your debt, you're working towards it. You're going to get there. It might seem very far, but what's cool is even just by doing this budget, right? We've been writing down, like, so I started in August, right, doing budgets. Like, we got back on it and I started going through everything, wrote out our budget, wrote every single debt that we have, every single reoccurring, payment that we have, all of our new stuff. We were able to find that we were able to cancel $129 worth of stuff, right, that we just no longer pay for. We found 4 debts that were all under $1,000 that we thought we could pay off if we really busted our butts, and we're doing that. We've paid off one for sure, and we have one completed, and I think I've budgeted well enough. If my wife gets paid what she got paid last month, our last paycheck, we should be able to pay off this. There might be a little bit of flex, but we can always make that up inside hustle money. So I think we're going to be able to pay off 2 debts within the next 3 days, and then fight to get $683 to pay off that last debt before the end of the month. Save up $480 by next Saturday for my son's birthday. And we don't have to pay for any of this stuff out of pocket. We literally did it just by working extra work, right? So our regular bills, our regular money, our regular income stays the same, does the same work, does everything. And that gives us freedom to actually do a little bit more stuff. Like, we were able to go out to eat during these Sparks. Like, we reward the kids by going out to eat to a sit-down restaurant. They like that. We're able to do that by budgeting out what we're going to do. We know we're going to budget. We know we're going to go hard on Saturdays, so we budget where we can eat out at a nice restaurant. And that doesn't affect us because we budgeted for it. And we know that we got that money because we budgeted for it. So we're not working hoping that it'll work out, and then we pay off, we spend all of our money on a sit-down restaurant meal, which, like, a sit-down restaurant meal is now like $80 to $100, $150 for a family of 4. Like, it's crazy, right? So if you budget it out, you can afford those things and you can do those things. Should we? Probably not, but we're working so hard. We make sure we make more than what we're going to go out to eat. So we don't pick a place before we go. So, like, we're going to make sure that we're worth it. So, like, we made $340 yesterday. So we're like, we worked for it. Today we only made 100 and something. So we're like, oh, let's go to somewhere that's a little bit cheaper, a little bit more casual, you know what I'm saying? So we didn't make him as much money, so we didn't want to spend all of our money that we made going towards this, right? So we decided to take a little bit less, and even though we budgeted for it and we had the money for that to go anywhere, we kind of rewarded ourselves based off our efforts, right? So yeah, I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not rambling too much. But one thing that's really cool is, over the last 2 days, we have made $524.03 off Sparking and DoorDashing. Or sorry, not DoorDashing, just Sparking. It was just Sparks. We've kind of left DoorDash behind. DoorDash is fun and can really add up, but honestly, Sparking is just so much easier, so much better, so much more beneficial. You can spend 2 hours and make $60. And with DoorDashing, you might hit that, right? If you're lucky. So, like, around here, Sparking is a lot more people would rather have their groceries sent to them than their regular food. And right now, people are trying to save money, so they're using apps like this so that they know exactly how much they're spending whenever they're doing their budgets. So a lot of people are using Spark because it helps them keep budget and they don't overspend by just going in there and just like, ooh, this looks good. Ooh, look at these Oreos. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are using these apps to save money. So we can make money off people trying to save money and help them and help us all at the same time, right? It just makes sense. Yeah, I'm super excited about everything that's going on. I've been rambling for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog right here. Guys, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. I will see you in the next video.